Hey you guys, welcome back. So we are back at Dolton's latest board meeting, and once again we're just going to watch it a little bit through and we're going to talk about it.
Former trustee Edward Steve, a wise man was said that when you see people fall, don't laugh, learn. We're watching the fall of this administration, and you see these people coming in and they're investigating stuff. I don't want to laugh, but I want to learn of what not to do. The most precious thing we got is the taxpayers' dollars.
This statement is so true and so powerful because Tiffany, her whole team, and everybody is getting paid from the taxpayers' money. People that work very hard day in, day out. And when these residents get to this meeting and they start asking questions, first of all, they don't even get their questions answered. It's called resident comments. So they just come up there, they make a comment. Even if it's a question, they get dead silence and they just say, oh, we'll talk to such and such after the meeting. Or they don't even say that anymore. Back in the old board meetings, sometimes the mayor would actually answer questions and he would let his staff answer questions for the residents. So I'm just going to show you guys a couple of snippets from old board meetings with the previous mayor when residents would ask questions and they would actually get some reaction and sometimes get their questions answered.
If you're going to approve $30,000 for something, I need to know. And the reason why I'm looking at you, Trustee Muhammad, is because it has your name on it as to present it. So if you can answer that question, is there something that's written on that?
Yes, ma'am. All of the ordinance will be published, so there is an ordinance. As far as this invoice that they're making reference to, it did appear on what we call a warrant list. So the $30,000 invoice does exist. It was on a warrant list, and then it was removed from the warrant list. So to answer your question, yes,
okay.
Both.
Wow, when you look at that, they're answering questions, they're respecting the residents, so it can be done. But, when you have something to hide, like Tiffany Henyard and her team, they tend to just lock everything down and they don't even want to address the residents. All right, back to the latest Dolton board meeting.
Also, she still got Kiana's picture not up there. So all the trustees should take their pictures down until they put her picture up.
So the picture he's talking about is a picture of one of the trustees, Kiana Belcher, and she's one of the more vocal ones that goes against the mayor usually and challenges her and doesn't let stuff slide. And I don't know if the picture fell down from the wall or if the mayor actually herself took it off the wall or something, but all the trustees' pictures are supposed to be up there in the wall on the village hall, but it has not been put back up. So, that just gives you some more insight into how childish the mayor can be, because she hasn't made it a point to put Kiana's picture back up on the wall along with the other trustees.
And to hear what they did to Sister Fania, to see them cover that stuff up, to hear that story, and y'all don't have no heart for that. Stan, you was in Vegas, you know what happened, and you didn't say nothing.
So if you guys have been following this for a while, I think you guys kind of know what he's talking about. But for those of you who don't know, the person he's talking about accused one of the trustees who hasn't been to the board meetings lately because he currently has a civil case open against him from this lady that he's referring to, because she said that he took advantage of her while they were all on a trip to Las Vegas. So it's still alleged, it's an ongoing case, but that's who he's referring to. And the trustee's name is Andrew Holmes. I did make a video on that, so if you guys wanted to check that out right after this, go ahead, feel free. But the amount of madness that just keeps piling up over there in Dolton is just something else altogether. Okay, let's get back to this.
So it's disappointing to hear that. We want better in our community. Here, when it's going to take next election, we got to vote her out. Here, we can't have a bunch of people run. That's how she got in by 100 votes. And I know 82%. She got one by 120 votes, 4% of the vote. So that's how we're going to win this next time. We got to get her out. We got to unite around one person, which is Jason House.
So yeah, as you can hear, they are tired of her. They are done with her and her shenanigans. And they already have their eyes focused on who they want to be the next mayor. I just hope Jason House, who's a trustee, He's been a trustee for a while. He seems to be a good character, but you know, once again, you never know. I haven't seen anything that's been any like real red flags. He is a very mellow and chill person, seems to have a good head on his shoulders. I just hope he does right by the residents and just stays strong, because you know, you never know what happens until you get into a certain position. You think you have it all under control, and then you get hit left and right by things that you never saw until that curtain gets moved, you know, until that veil gets removed from your eyes, and then you realize what's really going on, and then you got a whole lot of stuff to deal with, and then it's up to you. Do you want to change it, or are you just going to sit and go with the flow with whatever the last administration had in place? And I honestly think that's what happened a lot with Tiffany Henyard. She inherited a seat where they were doing some kind of shady and shisty things already, but she and her personality and the type of narcissistic type personality she is, she just took that and like took it to 1,000-fold, like ridiculous, beyond anything that anyone could ever imagine probably. So I'm sure they were very shocked how fast she just like flipped on them, and then just like the degree that she took the corruptness just to a whole nother level. I'm sure they were not happy about that. As you can see, they're still not happy about it. I wouldn't be either, but that is the thing that people have to realize a lot. You know, it's like, don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain type thing. You know, they don't know what's going on until they lift, you know, until they move that curtain, and then their eyes get open like, wow, this is going on. But it's up to them. It's ultimately up to them to choose, you know, which way to go. Are they going to go with more of their selfish needs, what's easier for them? Or are they going to fight for the residents and try to slowly change things and make things better overall for the residents and where they live? All right, y'all, let's get back to this madness.
They're still hiding the spending of what they're doing. They're still hiding, even though you go to court and say you need to turn over. She don't follow the courts. She don't follow nothing.
Yeah, and it's just really unfortunate that they are not letting the trustees get access to the information they need to make informed decisions on what to vote on as far as the bills and everything, when Tiffany Henyard as herself as a trustee would be on the mayor. You guys, seriously, she would be on him so bad. She would be on every little line of what they call a warrant list that goes over the bills and who, you know, who's supposed to get paid what. She would go line by line sometimes and question every little thing. So you guys, just watch this snippet from this old board meeting from when she was a trustee, because unlike Tiffany, I'm gonna bring the receipts.
Okay, page 7.
Okay, page 7.
Bunny Black Productions. It was $1,800. So what was that for? I see it say food giveaway, editing, news editing. What's all of that? This the mayor stuff? What is this?
I can provide you copies of the invoices.
Okay, yes, please. And this smart safety software, it was for $884. Smart safety software. It's at the bottom page.
That's police software.
Okay.
For police purposes, which I can, the chief may be able to give you better information as to what that software is related to police, or I can pull you the invoice.
Yeah, if he knows, that'll work. Then I don't need the invoice. Chief, smart safety.
Smart safety.
Yeah, $884.
I believe that's, I would have to pull it up, but I believe that's for our Dolton Police app trustee.
Your Dolton Police what?
Dolton Police app.
Oh, the app, okay.
I mean, you guys get the point. She was questioning everybody and their mama about every single detail, every little line on the warrant list. And now she don't want to answer no questions. She gaslights people. She plays videos, random videos that have nothing to do with whatever's going on at the time. I mean, it's just crazy, the double standards that's going on with this lady. Let's just go ahead and get back to this board meeting.
So anytime you hide and you're spending, what are you hiding? Turn over the debt of this village, see what's going on, and that's how we're going to change this community.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Next person.
Good evening, everyone.
So this lady right here is actually from Thornton Township, where Tiffany serves as supervisor over there. So yes, she's over there running amok as well. And as you're going to hear shortly from this lady, Tiffany is over there doing the same thing abusing the taxpayer dollars and running their town into a deficit.
Mayor Henyard, I would like to say I respected you. And I feel as a young Black woman, you let us all down. When you go to the grocery store and you make your purchase, what do you have? You have receipts. And that's all this is really about: being transparent, being open, being honest. It has nothing to do with shaming a Black woman in power.
Yes, you heard it right. She tries to use her race as a deflection, as an excuse as to why people are trying to hold her accountable. And what some people call it using the race card. And it's also really crazy though, because the majority of the people in Dolton and in Thornton Township are all Black. So it's like, woman, what are you even talking about? You're not even making sense right now. If anything, you got voted into Dolton because of identity politics. And that's a whole nother video in itself. And I just started learning about identity politics and what that really means. But that's something we'll talk about later, you guys. Let's get back to what this lady is talking about.
Okay, we need to take our township back and put it in more capable hands. It's not that we are stalking the Black woman in power. It's just the wrong Black woman, a Black woman who does not know how to manage finances. How can you be in a deficit and you're constantly spending? If I don't have any money in my bank account, I'm certainly not going to overdraw my account. The account is being overdrawn, and who's footing the bill? We are. My taxes went up $10,000 for my property in Thornton Township, and I had to fight like hell to get it reduced to what it should be.
You guys, this is so crazy because in this same board meeting, Tiffany goes off on her little video showing little extravaganza, trying to prove that, you know, she never voted for taxes and the trustees did, but she was showing some papers from when the old mayor was still in office, so that was a little confusing. I'm just going to show you guys just a little bit of it.
On the things that they don't know, such as your taxes. I know this last board meeting, I see Trustee House left because he said that he did not vote to increase your property taxes. Yet the board put out that I raise your taxes. I don't even vote for taxes, but the board voted and raised your property taxes. But I want to show you this because at the end of the day, like I said, men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. What? She always coming with these type of phrases like that's gonna make her sound better or make what she's about to say look good or turn her lies into the truth. Like, you know, when she says like, I love you and there's nothing you can do about it, like stuff like that. It's like, really, lady, we don't need all that. We need the receipts and we need you to be held accountable for what you've been doing. That's what we need. So let's get back to her little propaganda video.
So I want to show you in black and white, and I always tell you, do your homework. You can FOIA it, you can go check it out, you can get the ordinances. That way you will see who is doing what instead of being misled. Because right now, guys, you have been hoodwinked, you've been bamboozled, you've been led astray.
Man, all I gotta say is no, she didn't. Okay, I don't know if she's like grasping at straws because she feels like she's sinking and stuff is going down. What are you even talking about right now? You are not some civil rights leader at a march or something trying to convince people to better themselves and make a change in society. What are you doing? Right now, you're trying to make the trustees that you're supposed to be working with look bad. That's what you're doing. You don't go quoting people from history who have actually made changes in society for your little propaganda video. I just can't with her sometimes. I just can't. Let's get back to it.
Okay, so here we go. Play the video so you can see that every single year this board, including Trustee Belcher, Trustee Norwood, Trustee Tammy Brown, Trustee Tiffany House.
So like I said, she's showing paperwork from before she was even mayor. So what she's not thinking about while she's just trying to flash all this smoke and mirrors in front of people is that you're putting it in a video. People can slow it down. They can actually look at what you're just trying to flash. It's not like just flashing papers in front of you. You're actually putting it in a video and we can see. And if you guys look, you can actually see that on like one of these, she was absent, so she can't even say she didn't even vote on it. She wasn't even there. And you guys, I don't even know who's editing her videos, but they're obviously not on the same page, because as she's trying to use this video to prove that she's not for the taxes, in this video, as you can see, she's explaining why they need the taxes, why they need to levy them, why they need it for their everyday, for their fire department, in the public works. As you can see the words there while she's trying to talk over it. And then at one point she actually asked them to fast forward it, because she realizes she's catching herself up from an earlier video that she probably made from another board meeting. So it's just like chaos.
And this is the evidence to show you that no matter what, they raise your taxes. No matter what they tell you, what lie they put out, they raise your property taxes. And this is me at one of my meetings. Once again, I have meetings on it, and I explained to them how the taxes got raised. What did they do? Who raised the property taxes? Because at the end of the day, you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make it drink.
Oh, there we go. Another profound saying. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You can ask for the receipts, but you can't make them give them to you. Oh my goodness. It's just, I know the trustees and some people in the village are just, I know they're just like over her right now. They're just like done dealing with that. Like, I don't even have to deal with it, but hearing it is just so obnoxious and annoying sometimes. It's like, just stop, get over yourself, tell the truth. Come on.
So all I can do is lead you to the facts and show you, and then you have to look at it for your own understanding so you can see what it is, what's going on in our community. Can you fast forward it a little bit to the end, that way they can just see the tax thing?
This ain't really working how I want it to work. Can you just fast forward it past all this? Don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain. Girl, we know what you're trying to do. We see it. You playing right in people's faces. Come on.
Okay, while he's fast forwarding that for you, I just wanted to show you guys what that is. Another video that we have, because I like to show facts versus fiction.
No, I believe the term you're looking for is propaganda. You like to show propaganda versus reality. And propaganda is communication that is primarily used to influence or persuade an audience to further an agenda. And that agenda you have tonight is to try to persuade the audience that you never voted for taxes, blah, 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 and whatever else you want to try to persuade them with these videos and all this smoke and mirrors. But that's the word you're looking for, is propaganda, okay?
Who voted for it. It's telling you each year, and it's highlighting the dollar amount so that you guys will know what it is. So if you really want to know where your tax money goes, who increases it, what happens, this is your proof right here.
Oh my goodness. So this is her proof. And this is just really sad when this is where she's putting her energy into. This just kind of shows you where her headspace is. She's not putting energy or time into trying to communicate better with the trustees to see how they can come to some common ground, which is funny because when she was a trustee, she had no problems talking to the mayor about his lack of transparency or what she felt was like a real lack in communication at times. I'm gonna just throw this little receipt in here, this little video clip, so you guys can see for yourselves.
You gave a whole speech and I had one question. Why did you guys not give me what I was asking for, or the board? The board asked for it, I asked for it.
Well, you know,
he gave it to you and you said you went and looked at it. You could have called us, emailed it to everybody. We wouldn't even be discussing this right now. We'd be past this if you just gave us what we asked for.
Wow. Do you see how easy she made it sound? Now why is it so difficult now? I wonder why. Oh my goodness, you guys. It's just a prime example how people can put on a show and disguise who they really are until they get what they want. But you guys, let me know what you think about this whole hypocrisy of Tiffany Henyard. That's what I'm gonna say, because it's just been a lot of hypocrisy going on, a lot of things that she used to so-called stand for, and she, you know, used to have value. She used to care about the residents, but now it's just like that stuff is non-existent. Let me know how you feel, what you think about that. Let me know down in the comments. We're going to pick this up another time. I am tired. Thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget to leave this video a like. I'll see you next time.